Mooji, White Fire, full summary. There are books that speak to your mind, and then there are books that whisper directly to your soul. White Fire by Mooji is not a book you merely read, it's an experience that burns away illusions, ignites inner silence, and reminds you who you truly are. It's not about learning more, it's about unlearning everything that hides your essence. In an age of noise, where everyone wants to be heard but no one truly listens, Mooji's words come like a quiet flame. They don't shout, they melt. Each sentence is like fire wrapped in snow, warm, pure, dissolving every false identity you've carried for a lifetime. White Fire isn't a book for your bookshelf, it's a mirror for your soul. It's a collection of direct teachings that point to the heart of awakening, where peace isn't found outside but discovered within. Reading it, you don't feel like you're meeting Mooji. You feel like you're meeting yourself. So today, I invite you to step closer to that sacred fire, not to learn who you are, but to remember it. As we explore the wisdom of white fire, prepare to let go, to burn, and to be reborn into stillness. Truth is not always comfortable, but it is always liberating. Mooji reminds us that awakening is not about becoming someone new, it's about seeing through what you are not. The ego resists this fire because it fears its own end. Yet, like gold purified in heat, the self shines brighter when falsehood burns away. Imagine you've spent your life polishing a mask, trying to look confident, spiritual, or successful. One day, the mask cracks and you panic. But instead of fixing it, you finally look underneath, and there, you find peace that never depended on the mask at all. Sit in silence for 10 minutes today. Don't fix anything. Don't change anything. Just watch. Let thoughts rise and fall. Feel the fire of awareness gently consume everything you are not. The mind is full of storms, worries, desires, regrets, but Mooji reminds us, you are the sky, not the weather. The storms pass, yet the sky remains untouched. Awareness is that open space in which all things appear and disappear. When someone insults you, the mind reacts like thunder. But if you look deeper, you'll notice the silence behind the sound. That silence, that presence is you. It's never angry, never afraid. Next time you feel strong emotion, don't fight it. Instead, whisper, "This too will pass." Then ask yourself who is watching it pass. That watcher is your true nature. Mooji says something beautiful yet dangerous. Even the ego can wear a halo. The spiritual ego is subtle. It wants to appear awakened, kind, special. But its motive is still separation, me and others. Real awakening is humble. It dissolves the me entirely. You meditate every day, post quotes online, and feel spiritual pride. But one day, someone criticizes your path and anger rises. That's when you see. Enlightenment is not in appearances, but in letting go of who wants to be enlightened. Every night before sleep, ask, who is trying to awaken? Watch that eye. Is it a thought, a feeling, or something deeper, the silent witness beyond both? True silence is not about sitting in a quiet room. It's about discovering the stillness that never leaves you. Mooji writes that silence is the greatest teacher, because words can only point, but silence reveals. When you become comfortable in silence, you stop running from yourself. You begin to taste freedom, not as an idea, but as living truth. Think of the moment before sleep when your thoughts fade and peace takes over. That peace was never created, it was always there. You just stopped feeding noise. Throughout the day, pause for 30 seconds. Don't label, don't plan. Just breathe and feel the silent awareness watching all movement. The more you touch that silence, the less the world can shake you. Mooji teaches that freedom is not at the end of a long spiritual journey. It is your natural state, here and now. The only reason it feels distant is because your attention is tied to thoughts, stories, and labels that whisper, "I am not there yet." True liberation begins when you stop chasing and start recognizing. When the wave stops trying to become the ocean, it realizes it always was. You might tell yourself, "One day when I have less stress, I'll feel free." But that's like saying, "I'll enjoy the sky when there are no clouds." The sky doesn't wait for clarity to exist, it simply is. So are you. Close your eyes and ask, what is wrong with this moment if I don't think about it? Feel the stillness underneath all activity. That is freedom not achieved but uncovered. We live in a world that glorifies control, plans, goals, ambitions. Mooji reminds us, surrender is not giving up, it's trusting life more than your fears. The ego wants to steer everything, but the heart knows how to flow. You lose a job or a relationship and panic arises. The mind says, everything's falling apart. But months later, you realize it was the best thing that could have happened. That's surrender, when you allow the river to guide you instead of trying to redirect it. Each morning, whisper to yourself, "I don't need to control today. I just need to be present." Notice how your day unfolds with more ease, as if life itself breathes through you. Mooji points out that the outer world is not the source of your suffering, your perception is. What you believe becomes the lens through which you see everything. A fearful mind sees danger everywhere. A quiet mind sees beauty even in chaos. You wake up on a rainy morning. One person complains, "What a gloomy day." Another smiles, "Perfect weather for reflection." The rain didn't change, only perception did. You experience not the world, but your own state of consciousness. Write down one negative belief about your life. Then ask, "Is this absolutely true?" Sit in silence. Let your awareness dissolve the lie not by force, but by seeing it clearly. The intellect is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. Mooji reminds us that truth cannot be captured by thoughts. It can only be experienced. The mind divides, compares, argues. Awareness simply is. You try to meditate and think, "Am I doing this right? Am I progressing?" These thoughts are clouds hiding the sun. The moment you stop analyzing and just be, light floods in. Take 1 minute to stop thinking deliberately. Don't fight thoughts, just watch them. Who is watching? The one who observes cannot be thought, it is pure consciousness itself. When the false self dissolves, love flows without effort. Mooji says, you don't need to learn how to love, just remove what blocks it. Real love isn't emotional dependency, it's the recognition of oneness. When you see everyone as the same awareness wearing different forms, compassion becomes spontaneous. A stranger cuts you off in traffic. The ego wants revenge, but the heart whispers, he's suffering too. In that moment, judgment softens and love silently expands. Each day, pick one person you find difficult. For 1 minute, imagine them as a child, innocent, learning, confused. Feel how quickly anger melts into understanding. Mooji compares thoughts to fish in a river. You can spend your life chasing each one, or you can sit quietly on the bank and watch them swim by. Freedom lies not in controlling thoughts, but in not attaching to them. During work, you suddenly remember a painful memory. The mind wants to dive in, but instead take a breath. Observe it like a movie scene. You are not the character, you are the screen. Whenever a thought catches you, pause and say, not now. Then feel the silence that follows. That silence is more powerful than 1,000 thoughts. Mooji speaks of death not as a tragedy, but as the ultimate return. What dies is only the temporary, the body, the mind, the story. What you truly are cannot die, for it was never born. When you lose the fear of death, you also lose the fear of life. Imagine standing at the shore, watching a wave rise, dance, and then disappear back into the sea. Do you mourn it? No, because the ocean never lost anything. The wave was always the sea in motion. In the same way, you were never separate from eternity. Spend 5 minutes contemplating impermanence. Look at your hands, your breath, your surroundings. Whisper, everything changes, yet something in me watches it all. That watcher, silent, vast, is the timeless self. Many seekers chase enlightenment like a prize, waiting for fireworks, visions, or miracles. But Mooji says awakening is astonishingly simple. It is seeing clearly that you were never lost. The light doesn't have to reach itself. You are already that. You search for peace in books, teachers, and retreats. Then one day, sitting quietly, you realize peace was the background of every search. You laugh, because the journey was never about finding, but remembering. Ask yourself right now, before this thought, who am I? Don't answer mentally. Just rest in the space that remains. That space, that awareness, is enlightenment itself. White Fire is not just a book. It's a living transmission, a sacred mirror that burns away illusion and leaves only truth. Each word is a spark, each silence a doorway. It doesn't give you something new. It takes away everything false until nothing remains but peace. Mooji's message is clear. You are not on the path, you are the path itself. Every breath, every challenge, every moment of confusion is part of your awakening. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you to help you remember who you are beneath all roles and fears. So let this be your invitation. Stop running from silence. It is not your enemy, it is your home. Stop trying to become spiritual. You already are spirit itself. Stop seeking love outside. You are the source of it. Stop fearing death. You are eternal awareness watching the play of time. When the flame of truth burns bright enough, all that's false dissolves, and what remains is indescribable peace. That is the white fire within you, silent, luminous, endless. And now, close your eyes, breathe. Don't try to be anything, just be. The fire is already burning. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for being here and supporting this journey.